விடுங்கள் தாயே. மெதுவாக நம்முடைய கண்களை மூடி கவனம் நம்மளுக்குள் கொண்டு வருவோம். தெய்வீக அன்னையோட அன்பை உணர்வுமான் கவனிப்போம். 2 உள்ளங்கையும் சகஸ்ராரத்தில் கவனத்தை வைத்து கவனம் சகஸ்ராரம், சகஸ்ராரத்திலிருந்து வர நுண்ணுதடுகள் மீது வைத்து 3 மகாமந்திரத்தை கூறுவோம். ஓம் त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री महालक्ष्मी महासरस्वती महाकाली त्रिगुणात्मिका कुंडलिनी साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माताजी श्री निर्मला देवी नमो नमः। ओम त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री कल्की साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माताजी श्री निर्मला देवी नमो नमः। ओम त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री कल्की साक्षात् श्री सहस्रार स्वामिनी मोक्ष प्रदायिनी माताजी श्री निर्मला देवी नमो नमः। மெதுவாக கவனம் மூலாதார சக்கரத்துக்கு கொண்டு வருவோம். ஸ்ரீ கணேச மந்திரத்தை கூறுவோம். ஓம் त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री गणेश साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माताजी श्री निर्मला देवी नमो नमः। மெதுவாக 2 உள்ளங்கையும் பூமி தாய் மீது வைப்போம். श्री माता जी தாங்களே சாக்ஷாத் ஸ்ரீ பூமி மாதா. தயவு செய்து எங்களுடைய சக்கரங்களும் நாடிகளையும் பாதிக்கிற எல்லா விதமான எதிர்மறைகளையும் முழுமையாக நீக்கிவிடுங்கள் தாயே. எங்களுடைய சக்கரங்களும் நாடிகளையும் தூய்மைப்படுத்துங்கள். தங்களுடைய பொறுமையும் சகிப்புத்தன்மையும் எங்களுக்கு தந்தருளுங்கள் தாயே. गणेश अथर्वशीर्षै கூறுவோம். ओम नमस्ते गणपतये त्वमेव प्रत्यक्षं तत्त्वमसि त्वमेव केवलं कर्तासि त्वमेव केवलं धर्तासि त्वमेव केवलं हर्तासि त्वमेव सर्वं खल्विदं ब्रह्मासि त्वं साक्षादात्मासि नित्यं हृदं वच्मि सत्यं वच्मि अवत्वं मामवक्तारम् अवश्रोतारम् अवदातारम् अवधातारम् अवानुचानमवशिष्यम् अवपश्चातात् अवपुरस्तात् अव उत्तरातात् अवदक्षिणातात् अवचोद्ध्वातात् अवादरातात सर्वतो मां पाहि पाहि समन्तात् त्वं वाङ्मयस्त्वं चिन्मयः त्वम् आनन्दमयस्त्वं ब्रह्ममयः त्वं सच्चिदानन्दाद्वितीयोऽसि त्वं प्रत्यक्षं ब्रह्मासि त्वं ज्ञानमयो विज्ञानमयोऽसि सर्वं जगदिदं त्वत्तो जायते सर्वं जगदिदं त्वत्त तिष्ठति सर्वं जगदिदं त्वयि लयमेष्यति सर्वं जगदिदं त्वयि प्रत्येति त्वं भूमिरापो नलो निलो नभः त्वं चत्वारि वाक्पदानि त्वं गुणत्रयातीतः त्वं देहत्रयातीतः त्वं कालत्रयातीतः त्वं मूलाधारस्थितोऽसि नित्यं त्वं शक्तित्रयात्मकः त्वां योगिनो ध्यायन्ति नित्यं त्वं ब्रह्मास्त्वं विष्णुस्त्वं रुद्रस्त्वम् इन्द्रस्त्वम् अग्निस्त्वं वायुस्त्वं सूर्यस्त्वं चन्द्रमास्त्वं ब्रह्मभूर्भुवस्वरों गणादीं पूर्वमुच्चार्य वर्णादीं तदनन्तरम् अनुस्वार परतरः अर्धेन्दुलसितं तारेण ऋद्धम् एतत्तव मनुस्वरूपम् अकार पूर्वरूपम् अकारो मध्यमरूपम् अनुस्वार शान्त्यरूपम् बिन्दुरुत्तररूपम् नाद सन्धानं संहिता सन्धिः सैषा गणेश विद्या गणकऋषिः निःसृद्गायत्री छन्दः गणपतिर्देवता ॐ गं गणपतये नमः एकदन्ताय विद्महे वक्रतुण्डाय धीमहि तन्नो दन्ति प्रचोदयात् एकदन्तं चतुर्हस्तं पाशाङ्कुशधारिणं रदं च वरदं हस्तैर्बिभ्राणं मूषकध्वजं रक्तं लम्बोदरं शूर्पकर्णकं रक्तवाससं रक्तगन्धानुलिप्ताङ्गं रक्तपुष्पैर्सुपूजितं भक्तानुकम्पिनं देवं जगत्कारणमच्युतम् आविर्भूतं च सृष्टयाद्धौ प्रकृते पुरुषात् परम् एवं ध्यायति यो नित्यं स योगी योगिनां वरः नमो रात्रपतये नमो गणपतये नमः प्रमथपतये नमस्ते अस्तु लम्बोदराय एकदन्ताय विघ्ननाशिने शिवसुताय श्रीवरदमूर्तये नमो नमः साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माताजी श्री निर्मला देवी नमो नमः இடது கை மடிக்கி கொண்டு வருவோம் கவனம் இடநாடி श्री माता जी தயவு செய்து எங்களுடைய இடநாடியை தூய்மைப்படுத்துங்கள் ஸ்ரீ மகாகாளி ஸ்ரீ பைரவரோட குணங்களும் சக்திகளையும் எங்களுக்கு தந்தருளுங்கள் தாயே மெதுவாக வலது கை மடிக்கு கொண்டு வருவோம். இடது கை பூமி தாய் மீது வைத்து கவனம் வலது மூலாதார சக்கரம். ஸ்ரீ மாதாஜி, தயவு செய்து எங்களுடைய வலது மூலாதார சக்கரத்துக்குள் வாருங்கள். அதை பாதிக்கிற எல்லா விதமான எதிர்மறைகளையும் பூமி மார்க்கமாக நீக்கிவிடுங்கள் தாயே. எங்களை தூய்மைப்படுத்தி எங்களுக்குள் ஸ்ரீ கார்த்திகேயாவுடன் எல்லா குணங்களும் சக்திகளையும் தந்தருளுங்கள். ஸ்ரீ கார்த்திகேய அஷ்டகத்தை கூறுவோம். हे स्वामीनाथ करुणाकर दीन बंधो, श्री पार्वतीश मुख पंकज पद्म बंधो, श्री शादिदेव गण पूजित पाद पद्म वल्ली सनाथ मम देहि करावलंबम, देवादिदेवनुत देव गणाधिनाथ, देवेन्द्र वन्द्य मृदु पंकज मंजुपाद, देवर्षि नारद मुनीन्द्र सुगीत कीर्ते, वल्ली सनाथ मम देहि करावलंबम, नित्यानदान निरताखिल रोगहारिन्, तस्मात् प्रदान परिपूरित भक्त काम, श्रुत्यागम प्रणव वाच्य निज स्वरूप, वल्ली सनाथ मम देहि करावलंबम, क्रौंचा सुरेन्द्र परिखंडन शक्तिशूल, पाशादिशस्त्र परिमंडित दिव्य पाणे, श्रीकुंडली सदृततुंड शिखीन्द्र वाह, वल्ली सनाथ मम देहि करावलंबम, देवादिदेवरथ मंडल मध्य वेद्य, देवेन्द्र पीठ नगरं दृढचापहस्तम्, शूरं निहत्य सुरकोटिभिरीड्यमान, वल्ली सनाथ मम देहि करावलंबम, हारादिरत्नमणियुक्त किरीटहार, केयूरकुण्डल सत्कवचाभिराम, हे वीरतारक जयामर वृंद वन्द्य, वल्ली सनाथ मम देहि करावलंबम, पंचाक्षराद्रिमनुमंत्रित गांगतोयै, पंचामृतै प्रमुदितेन्द्र मुखैर्मुनीन्द्रैर्, पट्टाभिषिक्त हरियुक्त परासनाथ, वल्लीशनाथ मम देहि करावलंबम, श्री कार्तिकेय करुणामृत पूर्ण दृष्ट्या, कामादिरोग कलुषीकृत दुष्ट चित्तम, भक्त्या तु मामव कलाधर कान्तिकान्या, वल्लीशनाथ मम देहि करावलंबम, सुब्रह्मण्याष्टकं पुण्यं यः पठेति द्विजोत्तमाः, ते सर्वे मुक्तिमायान्ति सुब्रह्मण्य प्रसादतः, सुब्रह्मण्याष्टकम् इदं प्रातरुत्थाय यः पठेत्, कोटिजन्म कृतं पापं तत्क्षणादेव नश्यति। साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माताजी श्री निर्मला देवी नमो नमः। இடது கை ஆகாயத்தை நோக்கி வைத்து கவனம் பிங்களா நாடி. ஸ்ரீ மாதாஜி, தயவு செய்து எங்களுடைய பிங்களா நாடியை தூய்மைப்படுத்துங்கள் தாயே. அதை பாதிக்கிற எல்லா விதமான எதிர்மறைகளையும் ஆகாய மார்க்கமாக நீக்கிவிடுங்கள். எங்களுடைய பெங்களா நாடியை தூய்மைப்படுத்தி ஸ்ரீ மகா சரஸ்வதி ஸ்ரீ ஹனுமானோட எல்லா குணங்களும் சக்திகளையும் தந்தருளுங்கள் தாயே. மெதுவாக இடது கை மடக்கி கொண்டு வருவோம். கவனம் சுஷும்னா நாடி. ஸ்ரீ மாதாஜி தயவு செய்து எங்களுடைய சுஷும்னா நாடியை தூய்மைப்படுத்துங்கள் தாயே. எங்களுடைய சுஷும்னா நாடியை பாதிக்க எல்லா விதமான எதிர்மறைகளையும் தங்களுடைய பஞ்ச மகாபூத தத்துவ வழியாக நீக்கிவிடுங்கள். எங்களை தூய்மைப்படுத்துங்கள். எங்களுக்குள் ஸ்ரீ மகாலட்சுமி ஸ்ரீ கணேஷாவோட எல்லா குணங்களும் சக்திகளையும் தந்தருளுங்கள் தாயே. எங்களுக்கு தியானத்துக்கு தேவையான சமநிலையை தந்தருளுங்கள். கவனத்தை தூய்மைப்படுத்துங்கள். நிகழ்காலத்தில் தியான நிலையில் நிலைநிறுத்துங்கள் தாயே. கவனம் இரண்டு உள்ளங்கையும் சகசிராரம். தூய்மை அடைந்து விட்டுமோ கவனிப்போம். நுண்ணர்கள் நிலையை கவனிப்போம். அமைதியாக இருக்கிறோமான்னு கவனிப்போம். கவனம் சகசிராரத்திலே இருக்கிறதான்னு கவனிப்போம். கவனம் சகசிராரத்திலிருந்து கொஞ்சம் மேலே கொண்டு போவோம். சைத்தன்யத்தை உணர்வோம். சகசிராரத்தில் மேலே சாட்சி பாவத்தில் நம்முடைய இரண்டு உள்ளங்கையும் நம்முடைய மூலாதார சக்கரத்தை கவனிப்போம். முதுகு தண்டோட கீழே இருக்கிற முதல் சக்கரம் மூலாதார சக்கரத்தில் நம்முடைய கவனத்தை வைப்போம். நாளிதழ்கள் கொண்ட அழகான தாமரையில் அமர்ந்த ஸ்ரீ கணேஷாவை மனமாற வணங்குவோம். ஸ்ரீ மாதாஜியிடம் மனதார பிரார்த்திப்போம். ஸ்ரீ மாதாஜி தயவு செய்து எங்கள் ஸ்ரீ கணேஷாவோட எல்லா குணங்களும் தந்தருளுங்கள் தாயே. தூய ஞானமும் விவேகமும் தந்தருளுங்கள். முழுமையாக தாங்களிடம் சரணடைய விவேக புத்தியை தந்தருளுங்கள் தாயே. அதற்கு எங்களுக்கு குழந்தை போல் கள்ளம் கபடமற்ற தூய்மையாக வைத்திருங்கள். தங்களுடைய அன்பும் ஆசீர்வாதமும் பெற எங்களுக்கு தகுதியை தந்தருளுங்கள். குழந்தைகள் கீழ்ப்படிதல் குணத்தை எங்களுக்கு தந்தருளுங்கள் தாயே. ஸ்ரீமாதாய், நாங்கள் தெரிந்தோ தெரியாமலோ செய்த தவறுகளை மன்னித்து அருளுங்கள். நாங்கள் உங்களுடைய அறியா பிள்ளைகள் என்று எண்ணி மன்னித்து அருளுங்கள் தாயே. எங்களுக்குள் உள்ள எல்லா விதமான அறியாமையும் போலித்தன்மையும் அகங்காரம் சுய கட்டுப்பாட்டுகள் எல்லாவற்றையும் முழுமையாக நீக்கி தூய்மையும் சத்தியத்தோடு நிரப்பிவிடுங்கள். ஸ்ரீ கணேஷாவோட சுத்த தத்துவத்தை எங்களுக்குள் நிலைநிறுத்துங்கள் தாயே. எங்களை எப்பொழுதும் தாங்களுடைய கவனத்துக்குள் தாங்களுடைய திருக்கமல பாதத்தில் வைத்திருக்க எங்களுக்கு தகுதியை தந்தருளுங்கள். கணேச தத்துவத்தை நிலைநிறுத்துங்கள். எங்களுடைய முழு சரணாகதியை ஏற்றுக்கொள்ளுங்கள். தயவு பண்ணுங்கள். கிருபாகரி சமாகரியாக எங்களை அருளுங்கள் தாயே. பூர்ண மங்களத்தோடு எங்களுடைய மூலாதார சக்கரத்தை நிரப்பி விடுங்கள். கவனம் இரண்டு உள்ளங்கையும் சகசிராரம். இரண்டு உள்ளங்கைகளில் நம்முடைய மூலாதார சக்கரத்தை கவனிப்போம். கணேஷா சாக்ஷாத் மந்திரத்தை கூறுவோம். ஓம் त्वमेव साक्षात् श्रीगणेश साक्षात् श्री आदि माताजी श्री निर्मला देवी नमो नमः. மெதுவாக நம்முடைய கவனம் மூலாதாரத்துக்கு கொண்டு வருவோம். ஸ்ரீ குண்டலினி கௌரி மாதா மந்திரத்தை கூறுவோம். ஓம் त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री कुंडलिनी गौरी माता साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माता जी श्री निर्मला देवी नमो नमः. மெதுவாக ஒவ்வொரு சக்கரங்களையும் கடந்து நம்முடைய கவனம் சுஷும்னா வழியாக சஹஸ்ராரத்துக்கு கொண்டு வருவோம். ஸ்ரீ கணேஷா ஸ்ரீ குண்டலினி மாதாவோட அருளாசையால் மெதுவாக சஹஸ்ராரத்தில் கவனத்தை நிலைநிறுத்துவோம். ஸ்ரீ மாதாஜி தயவு செய்து எங்களுடைய ஆத்ம விழிப்புணர்வு நிலையை திருடப்படுத்துங்கள் தாயே. எங்களுடைய அன்பு சக்தியை எங்களுக்கு உணர செய்யுங்கள். எங்களுக்கு சிந்தனையற்ற நிலையை தந்தருளுங்கள் தாயே. சில நிமிடம் தியானத்தில் இருப்போம். அமைதியும் ஆனந்தமும் உணர்வோம். மெதுவாக கண்களை திறந்து ஸ்ரீமாதா ஒரு சொற்பொழிவை கேட்போம். உள்வாங்கிப்போம்.
ஜெய் ஸ்ரீ மாதாஜி. அன்னையின் சொற்பொழிவு நேற்றைய தொடர்ச்சி.
All right. So as a result of that, what happened? That we got lost into intellectual understanding of our philosophy, and for that, as Kabir Das has put it, padi padi pandita murakha bhai. So they have become stupid fools that side. Left side people got stuck into these rituals. So these Brahmins became very powerful, so-called Brahmins. So much so that in Nasik, the Brahmins sent me word saying that because you have come from abroad, you have to come for your prayashchitta to us. Even Gandhiji had to do the prayashchitta. I said, one day you will have to do prayashchitta here. Such arrogance and such horrid things they are doing. And Kashi Vishveshwara, they have got Romans, you see, Roman soldiers. Actually, they came to Maharashtra on the Konkan side, maybe in Goa or someplace, Panji maybe. And from there, they went. Adi Shankaracharya must have thought that in the beginning they were nice people, he must have given realization 1 or 2%. So he appointed all of them, these Kokanastas, they are Kokanastas, into all these places. And within 2 generations, I think they came in their true colors as Romans. And they are just like cobras, you see, like cobras. And in Kashi Vishveshwara, they started using women. They had one big slippery board. And when women went there, they used to fall down with ornaments of them. Then they would take out all the ornaments, sell these women as prostitutes. That's why in Benares, you have the maximum number of prostitutes. These Brahmins, the way they behaved in certain places, like Ranchhod Das's temple, called the Pratdwara. That was called as Haveli. It was a very big case. And the main man there, the Haveli man, the one chief priest, was supposed to use the brides on the first night. I know of so many great women who have been used by him. All this nonsense started growing in this country like that. So many things, I mean, there's no end to it. Even in Vindhyabhasini they did it. Then out of this, at the extreme end, started coming the Tantris. And the Tantrikas discovered a thing, that if you can displease the goddess in any place, then that place becomes a vacuum, because she's so much there. Once she goes away, the vacuum is created, then use that vacuum for getting all the boost there. Like Kamakhya Devi. There are 28 places where the goddess's body fell down. When you know the Sati's body, when she was carried from Daksha, the father, by Shiva, it fell down on 28 places. And when it fell down on 28 places, there formed a temple came out of the Mother Earth. One of them is Kamakhya Devi. That is, I think, in Assam or Bihar, some border there. All these temples were used for doing negative things, because they did vyabhichara, all that in the presence of the goddess. As a result of the goddess, see, the goddess got angry, she went away from there. Because, supposing you put the filth here, I won't sit here, will I? That's how. And then they used that part for mesmerizing and this and that. And that's how the Tantrism started. As a result of this Tantrism, just after Adi Shankaracharya's death, the Tantrikas just came out, just like snakes coming out of the grass. And they spread the Tantrism right from Konarak, all through on that whole, I should say the whole Patta, the whole line, from there up to Surat, up to down below, like that. The whole of it they covered. They could not cross into Maharashtra, thank God, because Maharashtra is, you have to come up and then go into the plateau, so they didn't come. But the whole thing they covered above the river Narmada, above the river Tapi, they covered all that area. Madhya Pradesh, you see, all the Raja, Maharajas, all of them were involved. And what they did was to play a trick with the Raja Maharajas because they had Jain people as what you call ministers or mantris. And the mantris said that we want to build temples. So these Rajas, Maharajas were all under these tantrikas. So the Raja Maharaja said, all right, if you can put these eroticas outside, I am willing to do it. So they said, but why do you want to put the eroticas? They were very clever people, these mantrikas. So they said, no, you can put these things outside because that is life. You must show the life. And they put a very big, what you call the very big competition. They put a very big competition, and then that competition they tried to defeat, say sort of one organization working here in competition with another, then there should be a defeat. And one is defeated, was not given a chance to produce. So the artist also got involved into it. But still in the, I should say, in the Madhya Pradesh and all these places, the artists were still dharmic because they made all these erotic figures with lanky-panky bodies, you see, and very funny-looking bodies, like sick people. And the gods and goddesses are very thick, so you don't see them. I mean, normally you don't see them. Where are they hanging? And the same architecture, because it was in the thing, was brought in your country, in your side, was in Madras. And in Madras temples, what they did was to put all this erotic outside. And they called this is fertility cult. Fertility cult. And on your temples, if you see these small figures, they are all those. So how far this negativity has gone to spoil, say like, if you go to the temple of, say, Tirupati, where Sakshat, it is there. Outside of the temple, these Brahmins have put up this, on the door, if you see. Imagine to be put erotics there. Even in Jagannath Puri, all over they have put this. And we don't understand. The Konark temple, the whole thing was so horrible because the architect himself was a tantric. There's no temple, nothing. What he has done is made all these horrible things and put them in the shape of a temple. There's no temple. And he said that on top of this I want to put one very big magnet so that all the ships will be attracted. So the king agreed to that. And he gave lot of money, and that is how the Konark temple was built. Now the Nepal temple was built when the artists would not accept. They said, see, this is made out of kashtha, means out of wood. And if the Vishnu Maya falls upon it, means the lightning, then it will be all burned. So best thing is to keep her attention out. Why not we make some erotics so that she doesn't come because she's a virgin. So poor artist agreed to it and they made those. But when we Indians go to a temple, we never see this, you see. You must have escaped. In your temples, you must not have seen this. But if you see the foreigners, then you will know where they are, because they have got zoom lenses, you see. They'll climb over. I've seen in Nepal, you see, once when I went there, so regards, I said, where are the erotics? I don't see anything. Where are the erotics? So they said, oh, you can't see the erotics? I said, no. He said, see those Japanese. The Japanese had put up, you see, big, what you call, सीढ़ियाँ होती है ना इनकी जो automatic ladders, but ladders of a very see the alertness. The ladders, but not these are like escalator. See, they were like escalator, huge big things. They brought all these from Japan and put it up and took the photographs. See, they were taking photographs. Then I saw all the machinery going on. What's that? They said, and zoom lenses, you see, big lenses. Nonsense. Big. I mean, they brought all the machinery all the way. This is what happened. Then we had other religions which tried to sort of neutralize it, like Jainism. That went into another nonsense. Jainism is another nonsense because, you see, at the time of Sri Krishna, Neminath, is the one who opposed, Neminath opposed Sri Krishna for one thing, because he said he believes in Hinsa. Because in Gita, when they said Krishna has taught Ahimsa, I am surprised. He taught Hinsa. You know, Karna, when his foot was caught up in the wheel, so Karna, Arjuna, you see, raised his Gandiva on him. So Karna said, see, you are a Veera, I am a Veera. And how can you kill a Nishastra Veera? See? So then Krishna pointed his finger like this and he said, where was your Veerata, where was your bravery when Draupadi's lodge was taken? He said, you kill him now. Where did he teach Ahimsa? I don't know. Stupidity to think that he preached Ahimsa. He preached that whosoever is dushta, who is wrong, should be killed by God. And by the people who are following God. Like Arjuna, at the very beginning of it is, he went into Kaivalya. He said, oh, I don't want to kill anybody, there's my guru, there's my brothers, there's my sisters, this, that. So Sri Krishna said, what? They are already killed. In the name of Dharma, you have to kill them. And here these giants are looking after the mosquitoes and looking after the bugs. They put some bugs in a hut, that's good for the Brahmins, of course, and give some money to the Brahmins, and the bugs have to take all the blood, eat the blood of the Brahmins, and then they give the money to the Brahmin. But the worst is, now, in Bombay, there's a problem because they take all their filth, not in the bathroom or anything, but they put it on some hill because the kitanus must come out, the germs must come out. This is Shvetambaras only. But the silliest are the Digambaras. You see, they are the worst of all. I mean, once what happened, that Sri Mahavira was meditating. While coming out, his cloth got caught up in one kunja. When his cloth caught up on the kunja, what he did was to cut it out because he thought how to get out of it. So he cut half of his cloth. He had a half cloth on his body. But then Sri Krishna went just to take his pariksha and he said, now, see, you are a Avadhuta. Why do you need a cloth upon yourself? I am a nude person, you give me something. So he gave him that part. Just for a minute, because he was a king's son. He didn't have to do anything. And he went back. He hid himself and he went back and he wore his dress. Now these people are horrible, like this Mahabali and all that. Making all the details about it is horrid people. They are insulting him all the time. But if you see, like William Blake, he has made pictures of human beings, not showing any parts or another, but in a nude way. But when he makes the God or makes anybody Mary or Christ, he covers them. Same with Michelangelo. But I don't understand these horrible giants. They want to show gods as nude and fight for that. The worst is they are fighting, that's the good part of it. So much fighting that I don't want to tell you my own experience, but it was horrid. One day I'll tell you that. First time when I saw them, it was a terrible mess. All right, so now it has reached such a stage that there is one Parshvanath's thing was found out somewhere, some old statue. So there was a fight going on in is the place where Indra was given realization. This place, his Chidra was made here. That's why we call it Chidendra. You see, the Chidra was made here. But actually it is Shuchindra, he was made Shuchindra. This is at the time of Prahlada, that this Indra, when the mother was pregnant, he wanted to help her. So he brought her to Shandilya Muni's place. Now this Shandilya Muni, Shandilya is my family, my Gotra, my father's, Shalivana's. Gotra is Shandilya. And he brought that one in Shandilya's ashram. Now the land we have got in Nira is that ashram place. Just imagine, Sahaja. That is the land we have got. And then now it has come out in the newspaper, somebody went and did the research after I purchased the land, that there was a meeting between the Neera river and the river. Some king came all the way here and built that. So imagine the Shalivanas knew the Neera is going to come in there. I am called as Neera in my family. And on that Neera river we have got this land. And this also with a very mysterious thing, because you see, one man had given this land to the government. See, and this land I wanted, I liked it. He said the government won't release it. How can you have this land? I said, I want to have this land only. People didn't understand why I wanted that land. I insisted. Then they said the government won't release it. But suddenly he got a letter one day saying that government think they have taken a surplus land, this land is yours. So he sold it to us, and that's how we got it. Now Prahlada was born there. He lived there till 5 years of age and used to go and play there. Then Shandilya Muni told Indra that you leave this lady here, because out of her will come out Prahlada, will bring forth the promised Narasimha avatar. So you just don't worry and you go south. And there he came and he got the Shuchindra here. That's how he got realization. Now this Prahlada went there, you know what happened there. But here, about Peshwai time, they tried to build a temple of Narasimha. And they spent a lot of money to fill up the place, and they did it, but they could not do much about the temple. It was half done. Then one fellow about 300 years back decided to collect some money to build the temple, and he built the temple. In his dream came Prahlada and told him that I have already made the statue of Narasimha on the river Neera. You go and find it on the bank, you'll find it. He went there and he saw the statue, made out of ordinary sand. For so many years is there. He picked it up, brought it and is back there, and it is still there, full of vibrations. See the vibrations. We have seen it. And in that temple, there is on top of the Gopuram, you see a little dhara of water coming all the time. So we have so many miracles in this country. But we should go deep into it to find out. Instead of that, like stupid fools, we are just running after these so-called Brahmins. So the depth and the greatness of what should say, the Indian seers and the rishis and munis was lost like this by these so-called mushroom people. Now it is for Sahajogis who have to find out all these things, put them on record, and have to boldly tell them that we have had enough of you now. Let us take over all the temples. Only the Brahmins can enter. You are the only Brahmins, I see. Where are the Brahmins? Like once in Pune, they had a program arranged for in a place called Rajwade Karyalaya. This Rajwade is a Brahmin. And Rajwade was told later on that no, this Mataji is not a Brahmin, how can you have it here? So the boys never told me anything. They said, all right, if you say so, we won't have the program, but we'll have to announce in the newspaper that because she's not a Brahmin, that's why you are not allowing her. He said, no, that you can't do. He said, then what are we to say? What is the reason? So they got a fright. They said, all right, let us have it. So when I was having it, I don't know why, but I said, those who think you are Brahmins, come here in front of me. 4 or 5 of them came, started shaking like this. I said, what's the matter? He said, no, now we accept your Shakti, stop it. I said, but I am Shakti, nobody is shaking. No, there are people sitting here, they are also shaking. I said, call them. I said, go and ask, who are they? They are certified mad from Thana, were sent by the district bank. These Brahmins got a fright of their life. I said, that's what you are. You have to go to Thana now. That's the only place you can go. And our Rajwade was sitting on top there, all sort of caught up by some sort of an arthritis. I said, Rajwade, come down now. He said, I am also a Brahmin, he says from there. I said, all right, come down. He said, I can't even walk. I said, get up and walk. He's the one who just got up and walked. He came down. Then he was so good, he started going on a cycle. That time he was 65. Every day he used to go and do work in all the villages, this, that. I told him, stop it now. You shouldn't overdo it also. It's too much. He won't stop. And then he started catching from people this, that. He got sick. Again I cured him. Again I cured him. So many times it happened. But I think ultimately he lost 1 foot. 1 foot he's lost. A little bit. But that's what it is. So he never listened to me. What I'm trying to tell you is this. This is how our great Hindu, or we can say Hindu word I don't want to use because it has nothing to do with us. This word was given to us by Alexander. Because he crossed the river Sindhu, he couldn't say Sindhu, you see. So he could not say, so he called it Hindu. Sindhu, Hindu. See? And then he came down from there, and that's how we become Indians, you see. So they don't know how to pronounce many words, you see. So that's how they couldn't call Bombay Mumbai, so they call it Bombay. See, but Mumbai is a very big word, it means primordial mother. She is the mother of Mumba, and Mumba is the mother Amba, is Mumba. And she is the mother of, who is that? That's the Mahakali, that's the primordial mother. They couldn't pronounce that word, so they called it Bombay. You see. That's how we've got Bombay and all those. All words were ruined by them. All right. So this is the situation is, now today's first thing we have to know that we are facing a very great crowds of mudhas who are stuck up, their roots are dead and they are stuck up like dead deep roots somewhere. So to shake them is not easy. To talk to them is not easy. To convince them is not at all easy because they think they are all wise. You see. Madrasis think they are the wisest people as far as religion is concerned. And I don't know where to look when they say that. See, this is the trouble. So with that understanding if you face, because also I think Venugopalan told me, Mother, I'm sure it won't happen to the real Tamilians. I said, why? He said, they are no good. They can never get it. Because I'm a Tamilian, I know what it is. So I said, cannot happen to Tamilians. He said, no, because Murthy is not a Tamilian, Jaikar is not a Tamilian, they cannot be Tamilians. I said, let's see the Tamilians also. He just could not think that Tamilians can take to it. He said, they are so dead into it, they cannot. We have so many now Tamilians also in Delhi, but how many come to us? Very few. So, open the fan now. तुम्ही सुरू करता कोण करणार आहे पूजा? Can put that also. It's all right. Won't go. Not so much. You can put it a little less. You see, little movement. You didn't feel the hot till the electricity had not come. Do you notice that? Didn't feel the hot at all. As soon as the electricity has come, you have started feeling hot. I told him, you don't worry, I'll throw coal at them. They won't feel. None of you felt. As soon as the electricity has come, you are feeling hot. Yeah. काय आणलंय? हे का?
कमरपट्टा
नाही ते हिरवं.
तुळशी
The Rust people go to the front. The Rust people in the front are
दौना
दवना. संबंध दौड़ा नहीं है।
तुळशी
दौड़ा आणि तुळस
तुळस आणि दौंड
हा दौड़ा आहे.
हे सुद्धा त्यांच्यातच आहे.
हा दौड़ा आहे. तुळस कुठे? तुळस कमी.
काळी तुळस नाही.
हा मस्त आहे. छान.
कसली फुले मस्त.
All right. There's one thing we have missed on this, which I want to tell you about the Vedas now. As I told you, in one lecture you can't cover the whole thing, but in short, that how they went into the abstraction of the chakras. Some might say that they didn't talk about the chakras. You see, because this is what they are. It's not in the Vedas, it should not be anywhere else. I mean, supposing in the beginning that was the situation. Then today this is the situation. Like when electricity started, nobody knew much about it. They could hardly put a little flickering light. Now today we have this, we have that. We don't refuse this because it was not there, so it should not be there. You see, evolving, and it is in awareness it is coming. But they will always say, it's not written in this book and not written in that book. The first time somebody wrote about Kundalini was actually, I should say in a real sense of the word, wrote properly, was Adi Shankaracharya himself. And then our, Ganeshwara, because that was the time. And before that, of course, Markandeya wrote it thousands of years back, but who considered Markandeya as something? Nobody listened to. So if the Vedas become everything, they'll say, then what about your chakras? There's nothing in the Vedas. So it could be in some other books. Now, Bhrigu Samhita has written a book called Nadi Granthi. In that, he has described complete surgery. He said the Kundalini will rise and this will happen. So the knowledge of the Kundalini we had since long, but it was kept as a secret and was not discussed by the Sushumna people. And they are the ones who formed this Machindranath, Gorakhnath, all these people. Most of this work was done in Maharashtra. Most of it was done in Maharashtra, and that's how we have the Sushumna path in the central path of ascent or realization was kept as a secret. And we can say that there were one or two flowers on the tree of life, but now we have many flowers. That's how we can tell. Then the essence, how they discussed is that, see, what they say, Bhu. Bhu is the essence of Muladhara. It's made from the Prithvi Tattva. Bhurva is the Antariksha. Bhurva is the essence by which it was made. The Bhurva was made. The Antariksha means all the elements and all that is Brahmadeva's job. You call it Brahmadeva or Bhurva is the same. Is the Shakti of Brahmadeva is Bhurva. So Bhurva. Swaha. The stomach is Swaha. The Shakti of the stomach is Swaha. Swaha is what? To take everything in, burn it, digest it. That's Swaha. Then Mana is the essence of the heart chakra, is Mana. Mana is the emotions. Mana is the permission. God's emotions is in the heart. Is Jagadamba there. Mana, Jana. Is Shri Krishna, is for the Jana. Jana is when Shri Krishna came on this earth. When he thought of the people, he mixed with the people, he talked to them, he tried to spread. And he is the Virat. So he is a collective. He is the collective being. So Jana, Tapa is Christ, because he went into tapasya. His life was a tapasya. He went into tapa. And the last is Satya. At the Sahasrara you know the truth. So All these 7 things, essence of all the chakras they are described in the Vedas. But these will they'll say the mantra of Gayatri, this, that. What is Gayatri? Gayatri is the essence. And that's the trouble with them is, by saying these mantras they go to the right side, they are not there on the essence. The whole thing gets spoiled. Especially in Kashmir, I must say. They suffer from this Gayatri mantra. And the worst thing that has happened to us, now I don't know about other places, but especially in Maharashtra, we have 2 types of horrible Brahmins. And there are other very good types of Brahmins also. But the bad ones I am telling you. The ones who look after the temples and manage the temples, and they think, oh, we know what is God is. There's nothing like God. We have made this God. We know all this. This is just a stone. Yes, we know how to manage. It's also Swambhu and all this nonsense. So they are just afraid of God. They do all kinds of things without being afraid of God because they think there's no God really. It's just a joke. Right. So one thing, answer. Second thing is that the people who are sort of educated out of that, they think it's dishonest to say there is God. Because there is no God, better to say there is no God. Out of them have come out the Samajwadis, you see, socialists like Kirloskar, Gore, all these people. They openly say there is no God. Openly. So that is how it is. Now, we have to understand that we are real Brahmins. No doubt. Assume your powers. Know that you are real Brahmins. You are the Brahmins. None of these are Brahmins. Because you know the Brahma. This is the Brahma Tattva. You know how to handle it, to know the vibration. Chaitanya is the Brahma. Of course, you are different than them. So they are not allowed to enter into any temple as you are. And day will come when that will happen. You will see that. But we have to change the whole system upside down. Otherwise things won't work out. The whole system has to be changed. But still, because this is a yoga bhumi, still you can find the truth in this Mother Earth. Saints and saints are born. They have talked about all these things, so there is no chance of her losing anything much. Cannot go to Muladhara, of that I'm sure. That we understand. At least that wisdom we have, we won't go that side. That's the worst of it. आता माझे पाय धुवायचे होते तुम्ही असं करा मी काढा खाल्लं
जय श्री माता जी. கண்கள் மூடி சிறந்தவுடன் தியானத்தில் இருப்போம். ஜெய் ஸ்ரீ மாதாஜி. கண்களை திறந்து ஸ்ரீ மாதாஜிக்கு நன்றியை கூறுவோம். ஸ்ரீ மாதாஜி, இன்றைய தியானம் அளித்ததற்கு நன்றி தாயே. தங்களுடைய எல்லா விதமான ஆசீர்வாதங்களுக்கும் எங்களுடைய மனமார்ந்த நன்றி. ஸ்ரீ மாதாஜி, நாங்கள் தெரிந்தோ தெரியாமலோ ஏதாவது தவறு செய்திருந்தால் தயவு செய்து எங்களை மன்னிங்க. நமஸ்காரம் பண்ணி குண்டலினி உயர்த்தி வந்தன் போட்டுக் கொள்வோம்.